How we doing, folks? Hope this finds you safe and well. Hey, wanted to go over a couple of housekeeping items real quickly. First, I've been trying to do a little catching up on some feedback for you. I want to call it grades, but we're going to call it feedback first and foremost. Please take a look at your grade section in Google Classroom to kind of see where you are, what things you might be still missing, because I'd be happy to take a look at those once you do get them submitted if you have things that are missing. Also, I wanted to point out that we're going to try something this week. We're going to have some office hours, and so that's going to take place at 11 o'clock on your next block session. And I will be putting out I'll send out an invitation for that probably in the next few hours for you as well. So real fast, I know the last video was longer than I wanted it to be. Last week we were taking a look at classification. Why do we classify? What is the importance? What do you get out of it, right? And I got some really interesting responses. I'm still compiling those. I'd like to show you what your general thoughts were regarding the assignment that asked, it was everything has its place. And I got some really interesting results there. I'm going to try to put them all together to show you what everyone thought. But now we're moving beyond why classify, and we're going to take a look at how. How do we go about this process of classification? In its most simple terms, we're looking at evolutionary relationships. That's easier said than done. There are a lot of interesting and complicated factors that figure into all of this. But nonetheless, we're going to get into, this week, we're going to get into something called cladistics. And we're going to be building things called cladograms. And cladograms are similar to family trees, pedigrees, that kind of thing, that same concept, except instead of a few generations back, you're going to talk about going perhaps back millions and millions of years and looking at lineages. At any rate, that's what is headed your way. Specifically, today's assignment involves an intro to that, so I'd like you to take a look at an introductory video. And then the bulk of what I really want you to consider is a separate link, and it's all tied around what did a T-Rex taste like, which sounds really weird, but we're going to try to examine that and come up with an answer. This particular assignment has 5 parts to it, and I only want you to do the first 3 parts. You'll see that in the instructions provided in Classroom, okay? So just the 3 parts, they're indicated in tabs along this folder in the assignment. So just the first 3 tabs, the first 3 parts, that's what I'm looking for to help you answer the guiding question that I'm asking you to submit, okay? So that's part 1. Part 2 will be later in the week, and we'll kind of get down to the real answer of things, all right? So I've messed up on the song the first 2 tries, so I thought we'd get away from the guitar and try a little something on the piano instead. The song that I'm going to still try to remember what I wrote in the first place, and here we go, right?